again, welcome back. We got a rock line rolling. I'm Bob Coburn. Your number to call to talk with Lone Justice is toll-free from anywhere in North America. It's 1-800-344-ROCK. It's not only a whole new band, it's a whole new ball game for Lone Justice. Shelter, the band's second release, has catapulted them into major league status on an international level. And Rockline welcomes from Lone Justice, Maria McKee. Maria, nice to see you again.
Hi, nice to see you too.
Nice to have you here. Also with you tonight, Shane Fontaine. Shane, welcome to the show. Nice to meet you.
Bob.
And also with us is Greg Sutton. Greg, welcome to Rockline.
Thanks, Bob.
You have to be really excited about landing the U2 tour as the opening act. You've toured with them before, but you got to be really thrilled about this, huh?
Yeah, I think it'll be better this time around.
Well, I think it's just a dynamite opening act with you being there and then with U2. I mean, it's probably going to be the event of the year. I would think the concert event of the year.
Yeah, well, U2 has come into their own right as
they are like hot
major,
right now, aren't they? Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think it's great for them.
Now, you have already toured extensively behind Shelter, the latest LP, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been touring a lot.
So this is just another extension. Did you get tired of going out on the road? Do you wish you had more time at home, or is this exactly what you want to be doing?
No, this is great. I mean,
this is it.
We don't have homes.
That's right. When I saw you at KLOS, you were telling me, and are you still considering moving to England? Is that a possibility? As the other band members turn and look?
I never know. You know, I don't want to be away from the guys, you know, and I don't know if they want to go there.
Well,
I like New York these days.
It's a great place. We got a lot to talk about tonight, so we're waiting for your call toll-free from anywhere in North America. Right now, we'll play the title track of the second album by Lone Justice. This is Shelter on Rockline. We're with Maria, Shane, and Greg from the band right now. And our first call for Lone Justice from Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to talk to Tim, who's listening to 96 Rock. Good evening, Tim.
Hi, Bob. This question's for Maria. Maria?
Yeah? Hi.
Hi. You've referred to yourself as being a very spiritual person, saying God gives me my songs, and you obviously have the right to your beliefs, but how do you feel about other artists who may choose to say it different lyrically? In other words, like, what are your feelings on censorship in rock lyrics?
On censorship?
Right.
I think it's pretty pointless because people are going to listen to whatever they want, you know? I don't think people should be told what to or not to listen to. I think everyone should have the freedom.
And I guess part of the argument against that, too, is that forbidden fruit becomes very attractive. So
yeah,
you're
that's
told you
true,
can't have something,
especially,
I want it.
I mean, when it comes to parents trying to hide things from their children, I think that's, if that's what they're trying to, to accomplish, it's just ridiculous because that's going to make a kid want to buy the album even more if there's a sticker on it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well, what does the sticker mean? Yeah, why is it there? Tim, thanks for your call. We appreciate it. We're going to talk to Wally now. He is in Edmonton, Alberta, listening to K97. Wally, you're on the show.
Hi, Maria.
Hi, Wally.
First, can you say hi to my friend Louis?
Who?
Louis.
Louis. Hello, Louis.
Yeah, and my question is, what was it like working with Little Steven?
Wonderful. He's a great guy. He's I don't know, Shane, you say it better than I do.
Well, he's one of the easiest guys in the world to work with. He's got great hands. you watch him work, man, and that's he's just got a lot of soul. There's nothing bad in his eyes, you know. You look him in the eyes, and he's just good man.
And for those who don't know, Little Steven played on the album and helped with the production work, and I'm sure was an inspiration for the band.
He didn't really play on it. He just basically...
I thought he played a little acoustic guitar on it.
Oh, maybe on one song, but...
See, then he did play on it.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, anyway.
A little bit.
Thank you, Wally. We appreciate it. Let's talk to Margaret. Margaret is in Moorhead, Minnesota, listening to Fargo's Q98 FM. Hi, Margaret.
Good evening, Bob, members of Lone Justice.
Hello.
Good evening, Margaret.
My, it's wonderful to have a chance to talk to you, Maria.
Really? It's wonderful to talk to you, too.
Your music is so beautiful and so eloquent.
Wow, thanks.
Well, I wonder about your influence, because you once said that as a little girl you had an affinity for the 1930s.
Yeah, I still do.
Rogers on old 78s. But you grew up in the late 1960s.
Yeah, well, 60s and 70s.
And as did I. And I was wondering if you were ever influenced by the music of that era, the Woodstock generation.
Yes, I was actually, but that came later on in life. When I was in high school, I started buying Van Morrison and Janis Joplin records, and listening to people like the band and stuff like that. And I was very influenced by that era also.
How about an influence from your brother who was in the band Love?
Sure.
That would be right there
Forever
at home.
Changes happens to be one of my favorite albums.
And a great album it is. Margaret,
Yeah.
thank you for your call. We're going to listen to some music right now from the first album by Lone Justice. This is called Ways to be Wicked. This is a great one on Rockline. And Greg from the band will take a brief time out and come back in just a moment. Just getting started with Lone Justice, and we're awaiting your call. 1-800-344-ROCK is the one and only number for the one and only Rockline. Give us a call. We're live. Once again, welcome back to Rockline. I'm Bob Coburn. We're with Lone Justice with Maria, Shane, and Greg. We go back to the telephones. Our next call is from San Francisco. Somebody listening to 97.3 The Rocker. Her name is Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Kimberly.
My question is for Maria. And first, I would like to congratulate you and the band, Maria, on your most recent success.
Thank you.
I've been following you for about 3.5 years now, and it's great to see you're finally getting the airplay you guys deserve.
Thank you, Kimberly.
You're welcome. My question is, in the early days, was it hard to find players that would allow you to develop your own style and really work with you on that?
In the early days, I didn't know what my own style was going to be, really. We just sort of... we're into old records and kind of cop that pretty much. Lots of old country records and bluegrass records and hillbilly records and stuff. And the musicians that I had found were very much into that and were listening to that all the time with me. So basically we were all sort of into the same thing. And then, you know, as time went by and musicians started coming and going, I guess that was pretty much during the process of developing a style, which we're still sort of trying to develop.
There you go, Kimberly. Good call. Thank you. We appreciate it. We're going to head to Dallas now and talk to Jace. He's listening to Q102. You're on the Rockline, Jace.
Hello, Lone Justice. How are y'all doing this evening?
Fine, and you?
Jace.
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. I want to know, since you primarily have a Western sound to the music, how's the audience reaction around the different regions of the country, and particularly the Northeast and the Eastern side?
Well, sir, they seem to like us just about everywhere we go. In fact, we're more popular in Europe than we are in the United States there, Jace. I don't know really how Western sounding we really are these days.
Well, compared to, like, you know...
Yeah, compared to...
like a lot of the European
Whitesnake, you know.
I mean, we definitely have an American sound.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That was.
But I think that's maybe what attracts, like maybe in Europe, I think, because it is different from a lot of the European music, you know, like a lot of the synthesizer stuff.
Well, they certainly wouldn't distinguish you as Eastern U.S. or Western U.S. They would typify you as American, and it's that type sound that they would be gravitating toward.
But there is also other influences, like, you know, Shane, for instance, was born and raised in London, and he listened to the Kinks and the Who and all that. And actually, we all did. You know? So it's not strictly an American-influenced band either.
Even though they were American-influenced bands.
So I hope
It all
that
started in
answers your
Africa.
question.
Yeah, now that we've cleared that up.
We haven't answered your question at all.
Thanks a lot, Jace.
Sorry,
Call again.
Jace.
We
Did you
appreciate
hang
it.
up yet?
We're going to play a song
Hey,
now.
come back.
This is from the second one, Shelters. I Found Love on Rockline Network. We're back to the telephones. We have a call from Kingston, Tennessee. A gentleman named Brett would like to talk to Lone Justice. He's listening to WIMZ-FM in Knoxville. Hi there, Brett.
Hello, Maria.
Hello, Brett.
Maria, I'd like to say I love your music, and please come to Tennessee.
Okay.
We'd love to.
And Maria, my question for you is, when I listen to your latest album, which I do every day, when I listen to songs like Beacon, The Gift, and Inspiration and Belfry, I seem to get subtle messages dealing with Christianity and faith in God above, and I was just wondering if you intended for them to be that way.
Well, that's the way I wrote them, you know, pretty much. I guess if that's the way you interpret them, then that's interesting that you figured out that that's what I meant by that.
Well, he listens to the album every day. So.
Yeah.
Right on, Brett.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So it's there, Brett. Yeah, pretty perceptive. Thank you for your call, too. Be sure and call again. We're going to talk to Linda Sue right now. Linda Sue's in Boston, listening to WAAF. Hi, Linda Sue.
Hi, good evening. My question is for Maria.
Oh, hello.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
Well, my question is for you. Being on the road with all of the other gorgeous band members. Have you ever found...
Linda Sue.
Easy, Greg, easy. Was he working that mic?
Ever found yourself in a difficult situation, and also is it difficult to keep a secret?
You're a bad girl.
Ooh, she wants a dish.
Really?
Let me think.
Well, if she says anything, the answer is yes to the secret part.
No, she's like a sister to us.
I can keep a secret. No, actually, we're all friends. It's a family situation.
There you go.
They are cute, though.
We'll return with Maria in just a moment.
What city was that, Linda?
From Lone Justice. Also with us, Shane Fontaine and Greg Sutton. Greg, of course, has toured with Bob Dylan, played in a lot of Los Angeles bands, and Shane has played with Steve Forbert, Mick Ronson, Ian Hunter, and more. We're waiting for your call. We're live, so do so now. Toll free, 1-800-344-ROCK. We're talking rock and roll on Rockline. Once again, welcome back to Rockline. I'm Bob Coburn. We're with Lone Justice. Going to play for you now what will be the next single by the band. Yes, indeed. Let's go back to the telephones. We have a call from Toronto now. It's Greg listening to Q107. Greg, you're on the show with us.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hey,
Hi, Greg.
Before I get to my question, one fabulous album, and Maria, you've got one great set of pipes.
Oh, thanks, Greg.
Okay, to the question, you guys toured with U2 last time. Has this year's tour with U2 come about because you developed a good rapport or friendship with the group? And if so, how did that come about?
Yeah, we are friends. That came about because we hit it off on the last tour when we met and stuff and worked together, and they're just great guys. I mean, it's hard not to become friends with them because they're really swell. And I think that the friendship probably did have something to do with this tour. I would imagine, you know.
No doubt.
And I think they like the band, too. I think that has something to do with it also.
Yeah, it's quite a compliment to you to be asked to go on the road with them. It really and truly is.
I think so.
There you go, Greg. Thank you for being on. Call us again, okay? We're going to stay in Toronto. We're going to talk to Brian now, also listening to Q107. Wrap it up with a couple of Toronto calls tonight. Hi there, Brian.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, Brian.
Hi, I was just wondering about your affiliation basically on the last album with Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and whether it was just a one-shot professional kind of thing or whether it's going to happen again.
That came about because our manager Jimmy Iovine had worked with Tom Petty, and he had this song "Ways to Be Wicked" that had been lying around, and thought maybe we could record it. And then Ben Montench ended up playing in our band for a while, and we're still real close friends with him.
And you have maintained your association with Jimmy Iovine. He came back for Shelter, yeah.
He's now our manager.
Yeah, I guess you have maintained your association, haven't you? Brian, thank you. We appreciate it. Thanks for being on. I have some information to pass on as we move to a close of our program tonight. Our mailing address, in case you don't have it, is P.O. Box 4383, Hollywood, California, 90078. Thanks for listening and for calling. We appreciate it. Next week, it's an evening with Deep Purple. Join us as we give away Deep Purple concert tickets, T-shirts, and a whole lot more. Coming soon, Night Ranger, Bryan Adams, and much more as Rockline continues. Greg, give me a break here. As Rockline continues to give you a chance to interview the hottest stars in rock and roll, live and nationwide in the U.S. and Canada. Thanks to John Butcher for being here, and of course to Maria McKee, Shane Fontaine, and yeah, I guess you too, Greg. From Lone Justice.
He's really okay. He's a juvenile delinquent, but when you get to know him, he's a swell guy.
I'll take your word for it, Maria. And I'll see you all in concert here in Los Angeles. Have a great time out there on the road with you too. Thanks for a terrific album, and come back again. I'm BC, and I'll be seeing you in a week.